folks. Welcome to Racer Radio on FM 96.1, AM 1170.
The Answer.
Well, Brittany, how are you today?
I'm well, Dave. How are you?
I'm hunky-dory. So one school week under your belt and another one coming.
Yep.
Aren't we excited?
Yep.
I can
Yay.
tell.
Woot, woot.
Whoop, whoop.
Raising the roof.
So talk to me about your special guest today.
Oh, well. So today we have a local race car driver, and he races both asphalt and dirt. And he, I believe, was at the track racing on Wednesday and back to work on Thursday. I don't know how he pulled it off, but I think he really enjoys going around in circles.
Where did you go racing on a Wednesday?
Cocoa Paw Speedway.
Oh, you drove all the way out to yeah, because don't they run Wednesdays and weekends?
Well, they have their winter. They had the Winter Nationals going on, and they ran Thursday, Friday, Saturday with the modifieds.
Oh.
Yeah, they had a long one.
What do you drive?
They had a special sport compact race, 50-lapper, and had a blast.
So what's this for folks that maybe don't know it? Because that's a fairly new class, isn't it?
Down here it is.
Yeah.
Very popular in the Midwest. They're front-wheel drive, four-cylinder cars. Got 'em.
Hondas, Nissans.
Toyotas.
Isn't Eric Evans doing that out at Verona?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, because we stuck some KUSI celebrities in them and let them take them out.
And for folks that don't know who's talking.
Oh, yeah. You're supposed to introduce him, but I interrupted.
That's okay. We have David Hunt. And would you call Verona your local racetrack?
Yes, I would.
It's about all that's left.
Yeah. And we also I have someone distantly to my right who is far away from the mic. Well, but you need to know, listeners, this is the car owner.
Oh.
Yes, Angela Hansen.
But I understand she's driven a couple times.
Yeah, out at Cocoa Paw. Like, I don't have much experience, just Cocoa Paw. I'm all, really? You start at a huge track like that?
Yeah.
Big grin. She's like, yeah.
Yeah, don't start at the little tracks.
Yeah, no, I want to start where you go really fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so what kind of car are you actually driving? What is it?
The Sport Compact's a 95 Toyota Tercel. And
You're in a turd?
Oh, my gosh. Did you just call Angela's car a turd?
That's what we call Tercels back in the day, right?
Exactly. But, hey.
This
car gets up and goes. I mean, out of 18 cars, I managed to pull off a fourth place finish.
And where'd you start? You passed a bunch of cars, right?
I started 12.
Yeah.
See? That turd can move.
Now, are these stock?
These are stock from,
sort of.
From everything I can tell, but you know how us racers are.
Oh yeah. That's what the rules are for. Well, you just gotta twist a little bit. Twist a little bit.
Just bend them,
Just a little bit, because you're not gonna win like $1 million and you're gonna get a 30-foot trophy. You're out there having fun.
Out there having a lot of fun.
It's your golfing.
Exactly.
And that's the kicker. But see, now that class, and I'm glad you're in, because that's a really important class for folks that would love to go racing, but know they can't afford it or they don't have an Angela.
Right, from the stands to the track.
Yeah, and they don't have an Angela.
And Angela is agreeing. She's
Everybody wishes they had an Angela.
She's nodding yes, listeners. She's nodding yes.
For all people that would like an Angela, it's 1-800-ANGELA, 1-800-ANGELA.
So wait, are you recently from...
She's not going to talk to you.
I know, she can nod and I'll translate. Are you someone that was from the stands to the track? Oh, she said yes. She said yes.
All
if
right,
you
write
could
that
not
down.
hear that. So that, we're not just saying it. It really can happen.
Well, and it would be interesting to talk to her because...
It would be, wouldn't it?
Well, only because get a perspective of somebody that sat in the stands, looked out there and said, wow, I'd really like to get a car and help somebody go out and drive. Unless you guys are related.
Not yet.
Boy, did you hear that? She spoke that time.
What?
Dave is my fiance.
Oh, okay. Well, that takes care of that. Okay, I need an Angela. I need somebody to buy me a race car.
Need an Angela.
Everybody needs an Angela. So now, no offense, but you're not a spring chicken. So how long have you been racing?
At Verona, I've been racing about 4 years.
Yeah, see.
My buddy Jason Aldridge said, you know what, you're helping me out. Here's a car, a pure stock. Let's go racing. And I hadn't raced in over 30 years.
Oh, no.
I'm going back to about 1984 at Cajon Speedway when I ran a street stock.
Yeah.
took a long break, got into the car, and just, I'm having the time of my life.
Yeah.
Everyone needs an Angela and a Jason.
Well, your two,
Goodness.
but see, your two stories are almost identical, except you didn't race 30 years ago.
We just both said yes.
But you started late in life.
You want to race? Yes.
But you started late in life.
I did.
In fact, you've been saying yes to a lot of things.
I like trying things.
I noticed, but
Yeah.
you started it so late.
Well, that's when the offer came to me.
Oh, I
The
see how
offer
that.
came at 42. I never thought, I dreamt about it and never said it out loud. Oh man, I would love to race a car, but it just didn't think it was in my cards.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't.
Well, son
I
of
didn't
a
grow
gun.
up, and then it walked into my life. Literally, it walked into my life. So part of that is keep your options open, keep your eyes open, be willing to say yes, but be ready for the challenge. Right?
a
You were
challenge.
ready
Yeah.
because you were there. Right? You were helping
Yes.
the crew. You
I
were
was
there.
helping.
Or you're in the stands and you see that, hey, I can make this happen. Maybe I won't jump right into the modifieds. Instead, I'll start with the sport compact.
Yeah. Well, and I bet you the next question will be, do you have any desire to get out of the sport compact?
Well,
I would think it's great division.
I'm trying to get her to run my pure stock, but
Yeah.
so far she wants no part of
Yeah.
the big car.
Yeah. She
It's
liked-
more protection.
Yeah, the sports compact is my car. Dave actually drives a pure.
yeah.
stock?
Pure stock, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm happy in the sports compact. I've only gotten 2 races.
Pull her mic up with her. There
I've
you
only
go.
gotten 2 races.
How'd you do?
I finished.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, well,
got
that's
paid.
huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. That's huge. Finishing is everything.
Starting is a big hurdle for many as well.
Did you learn how to breathe?
Yes.
That's tough, isn't it? Have you ever noticed how hard it is to remember to breathe?
Breathing after you've got the entire suit on it's difficult.
And strapped in.
Now, did you ever look? Now, you only raced 2 races. Were they both at night or daytime?
They were both at night.
Did you ever look at the moon?
No.
Really?
I didn't even know that I had
Really?
to look up for my flag stand.
Oh, look. At least you look at the flag stand. I'm going to catch it when we go off air. I have a sneaky feeling. You don't have to embellish on it.
That's consistency. We'll
It's an
just say.
inside joke. It's an inside joke. But, okay, so I always have to do this when we talk to racers. You got any sponsors?
Yes, I do. I got the New Look Restoration,
Ron's
My-
Tires?
Ron's Tires. He helped get us tires for the Sport Compact.
AdFab Graphics.
Ah, there's the one that knows who the advertisers are. Who else you got on the
Sounds
car?
chatty now. I like it.
My good friend from high school, Dawn Loveday, she's works at Berkshire Hathaway, and she came on board for this season.
That's
Very
awesome.
excited for that.
Yeah.
My buddy Rick up at Poway Test Only.
And what about the dealership? If it was a Hyundai, you probably would have that.
You know what? Poway Hyundai is good to me. They allow me time off to go racing.
That's
Yeah.
huge.
And you can't beat that because Wednesday I said,
See,
11:30, I've got to go. I've got a race to run.
Right. Well, as an old service manager, I can honestly say the good technicians got those kind of breaks. Real
right.
simple. Because the last person I want to make mad
Yeah, is a good
a good
technician.
technician.
Do what
Not
you
that
got to do.
Not that you would. If you had work, you would have stayed.
I had work.
Oh.
I wanted to go racing.
It was time to go racing. Coco Paw was
yeah.
calling.
Can you believe it? All right, we're going to take a quick break. Why? Because you're listening to Racer Radio on FM 96.1, AM 1170.
The answer.
All right, folks, welcome back to Racer Radio, FM 96.1, AM 1170.
The answer.
All right, we got a very special guest in the house. I don't think Dirt Dude called in. All right, so Dirt Dude's resting. And hey, David Hunt
He's a Verona
races at
driver.
Verona.
Yeah.
He's been out there, and you're in the Pure Stock as well as now the Sport Compact.
Yes.
So do you see that Sport Compact class growing?
Oh, I think that Sport Compact class can grow immensely.
Yeah.
It's, we picked up a car, race ready for $600.
That's amazing. You just what'd you find? Where did you find it?
Facebook Marketplace.
Yes, my
You can
favorite
get
page.
into racing for $600 going to Facebook.
Did you have to do anything to the car?
Nothing
I
special.
mean, other than take the windshield
Kick
out of it?
It doesn't. We took the windshield out, put a door on it, and
A seat? What
A
about?
seat.
yeah, we had to put a seat in it.
What, had it already been caged?
It had already been caged. It was a orange show barber pole car.
What's a barber pole car?
Well, they go around barber poles. You know, it's
okay.
Like a rodeo.
Figure eight.
it's
Like a figure eight.
That's
Okay, I got you.
hilarious.
So, we picked it up, and she got 2 races in it, got hurt, and I've been driving it ever since. I've had
That
it.
hurting will do it to you, huh? Yeah, right. Okay, I don't think I want to get hurt again.
No.
Yeah, that's like when somebody walks up and slaps you. Okay, ooh, I don't think I want you to do that
Yeah.
anymore. Yeah.
Thanks, no thanks.
But some racers love it. Yeah, right. You've never been hurt, have you?
In the
Knock
race
on
car?
wood. Yeah.
Yeah. Steve used to say I had man hands because when I crash, I would say I'd think to myself, I can save it,
Oh.
and I'd hold on to the steering wheel too long, and it would get caught in it. So I for the first 2 seasons, my right hand was ugly.
Oh, yeah, your
but-
thumbs.
Yeah, but nothing too. I mean, I've done everything except flip, and
Yeah,
none
we're
of
all knocking on wood.
But okay, so to Angela, everything, nothing was as scary as I thought it would be. I've crashed in the wall, I've gotten air, T-boned, head-ons, and nothing was as bad as I thought it would be. So I carry that in.
Well, I think a lot of that has to, even if you're in a car wreck on the freeway. After the car wreck on the freeway, you go, "Whoa, what was that?" Because you don't remember and you don't hang on to it. If it was in slow motion and you rolled down the side of a mountain for 3 hours, you would remember that. But
Well, I think the other part of it, though, is of course our safety
I
gear,
just was
and
gonna
then
say.
just having the fire crew there. Just in the back of my
As your
head,
blanket, as your
it's just
security
so
blanket.
amazing. They're there in your window within seconds,
Right.
and so, I mean, I don't know. That's amazing too. In the event that I would ever need them, but we have the safety gear,
yeah.
and
And that's extremely important. So going back to the compact class, all front wheel drive cars are eligible, or do they all have to be 4 cylinders?
4-cylinder, 3 or 4 cylinders. I don't think anyone's going to be taking any 3 cylinders out there.
No. What about that little turbo Metro? Remember that little 3-cylinder turbo Metro?
Yeah, it would be lucky to get about 2 laps in.
yeah, that's
Then
not worth
Then it would be a
time.
hood ornament or a trailer hitch.
Yeah, I'd rather, take the Mitsubishi Mirage out there with the 3-cylinder than a Metro.
Yeah, I just thought I'd throw that out there. But yeah, and the Tercel there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's not the first gen Tercel.
It's a 95. It's not a big track car.
No.
At Verona, the
perfect.
thing's a rocket. It is a lot of fun. And if people want to get into racing, they want to get into
Yeah.
it cheap, that's going to be a growing class.
I agree. Or if you've been racing big cars and your wallet is finally depleted, but you still have that desire, like you said, $600, you got the car, and how much money would you say you spend a weekend just to keep it on the track?
Put gas in it.
Yeah,
Does it need special tires?
No.
rounded rubber.
Oh,
I mean,
that's nice.
we changed tire sizes for Cocoa Pod to get different gearing so it didn't hit the rev limiter.
Yeah,
And that's about it.
And are they street tires?
Yeah, they're street tires.
So it's not like you have to go out and spend Hoosiers or what.
Right.
I mean, like you've got to spend a little bit of money for tires
Yeah,
on
we
your
have to
car.
have the Hoosiers. Yeah.
And how long does your tires last? Will they last a season?
I've learned to make them last longer. I learned how to grind and sipe and all that sort of stuff when I was running the
But in the
Nationals.
Sport Compact, you don't have to do any of the above.
None of the above. And the tires for that are cheaper than my pure stock, especially when I take my pure stock and run it on asphalt.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That is chewing up my tires. So I didn't go this past weekend.
Oh, did you? Yeah, yeah. Well, and the thing of it is, it's easy to haul. It's easy to work on. There's nothing. Is it carbureted?
No, it's fuel injected.
Oh, which makes it even easier.
I don't have to do anything.
Yeah, that's my kind of racing.
Show up and race.
Yeah, sounds like Angela does all the work. Oops.
I'm going to interpret that as no.
I would interpret that as no as well.
She
When
likes.
I am able to race again, I'm what's called an arrive and drive princess. He tows it, and I just drive it.
I like the way you roll.
Arrive
I'm
and
just
drive
being
princess.
honest.
No. I'm right there with you. I mean, I got stung at the Coronado Speed Festival doing 3 years of arrive and drive.
Wow. How do you go back?
I couldn't. I couldn't. I mean, you could just stand in your garage and look around. And there's nobody there to do anything. So what are you
Wow.
gonna do? No. But you like tinkering on the car.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, so,
I would advise learning just so you can communicate better.
He did tell me one day I would have to tow my own car, but I drive a Kia. I can't tow anything with that.
Yeah.
So as long as I don't
Better
have a
not
truck,
upgrade.
I'm fine.
Well, but see, you got to remember too, Brittany.
What?
There's
Yes, sir.
nothing to do on his race car.
Yeah, like
It's not like
setup.
yours.
Yeah,
There's no
camber caster.
setup, camber caster.
Yeah.
Maybe tire pressure if he
toe-
wants to get real, froggy,
Crossweight.
right?
Right. Well, the Pierce stock, there's a little more to that. You know where Pierce stock,
Yeah.
you play around with tire
Pierce stock.
pressures.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you could do tire pressure
Play
if you want,
around with.
and find that sweet spot, and what have you.
Oh, not too low if you were watching the Chili Bowl.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
gosh.
Can you do camber caster adjustments or no?
Yes. But in the Pierce stocks, you never know when they're going to turn us
the other
around and make us
direction.
go right.
I love it. I'm
So-
sorry as a spectator.
Have they
That's
done that
so
to you
fun.
yet in the
No, it's-
dwarfs?
There's no reason to. We're not pure stock.
I know, but I'd love to do it to you guys just to wind you up.
Yeah, most guys
No.
don't like it. I love it. It's a blast going right because it's different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
right?
I hear you. No. So what's your number,
92.
Significance?
by the way?
It was
92? Oh, what's the significance of that?
my dad's super stock number from
Oh,
Cajon.
wonderful.
Watch this. You have a text,
Dirt dude?
not to you,
Oh.
from a gentleman by the name of Rick Stafford.
Okay.
He's told me to tell you September is around the corner. We're going to put her in a hydroplane.
Is this the water deal?
This
Yes.
is in the water.
Okay, so I would like to know. Did you tell him I asked for the video?
Which video?
In the pool and dumping upside down.
Oh, I sent that to you, didn't
Yeah,
I?
did you tell Mr. Stafford that?
No, I didn't.
I asked for the video. I have started studying. I would like a protocol so I can start studying that. I want to wrap my brain around this.
So
I need a challenge.
Yeah, and this is a boat. What class is it? It's one when you're on your knees. You're not even in the boat.
I don't know anything about this except that it's going to be a challenge and I
goes
want to
about
take
50,
it on.
60 miles an hour out on the water.
It looks so fun.
Little hydroplanes, little hydroboats. Rick will send me all the information. But anyway, we had him on the show, and I told her, because she's, for whatever reason, she's been up for challenges like crazy lately. So I says, well, let's get you in a
It
let's get
feeds
you in a
my
hydroboat.
soul.
Yeah.
It's my chemistry.
So,
There you go. I like it.
Well, you can do the
Well, it's
same
just
thing.
like
If somebody says,
Angela.
hey, you want to try to drive this?
Yeah, Angela, I got to buy a race
Absolutely.
car. Hey, Dave, honey, I'm going to buy a race car.
Yeah.
Right? That's about how it happened?
It was, hey, honey, you need to go tow my race car because I bought one.
Yeah, it's not even, would you like to buy a race car?
You're gonna.
It's, we bought a race car. It's not even, would you think about it? Is that, would you like to try a different time? Did you even know what you were buying?
No.
I didn't think so.
Well, same with Dwarf Car. I didn't know what I was getting into. And
Had a
I-
number on it, though, huh?
Yeah.
Actually, we took all of their sponsors and their numbers off because you take their numbers off and you come up with your own. So mine
But
as
I mean,
well.
when you looked at it, it was a
It
race
said
car.
race ready.
Yes, it was race ready.
So, and that's the key right there. But if you ever
Yes.
want to sell Angela anything, just put race ready on
Race
the
ready,
side. And,
yes, yes.
and she'll
Exactly.
buy whatever it is
Yeah.
you're
I'm selling pillows. Race ready.
a wheelbarrow. It's race
It's
ready.
race ready.
So, okay, Dave. So how shocked were you when you found out that she bought you a race car?
She bought herself a race car.
Bought herself
right?
a race car.
Yes,
Right.
it was meant for me, but he's had more races in it than I have.
Yeah.
I happen to be looking at my phone, and here she is asking this guy, is this thing still available? And I'm like, what?
Are you doing?
What? Are you kidding? Because, I floated the idea out. Hey, let's get you into this new sport compact class. And she's like, no. And then she goes and buys a car.
Now, were you
Wait,
two
so no
guys
means yes.
engaged before or after the race car?
Yeah, is this what did it? Like, you're like, now I need this.
I'm
woman
going to
forever.
marry this
Yeah,
girl.
she's
That's
a
all there
keeper.
is to
This is a keeper, you know?
That's what I'm saying. This is definitely icing on the cake.
Cute. That's a cute story.
Boy, do you know how to catch a guy? That's
Right.
that's
That
pretty,
is a hook, line, and sinker.
pretty slick. I like the way this girl rolls. All right, we're going to take a quick break. You're all listening to Racer Radio right here on FM 96.1 AM 1170.
The Answer.
All right, folks. Hey, welcome back. You are listening to Racer Radio right here on FM 96.1 AM 1170.
The Answer.
All right, folks. Welcome back. You are listening to Racer Radio. FM 96.1 AM 1170.
The Answer.
All right, Brittany.
Yes, sir.
This is FM 96.1 AM 1170. I think you did this.
Yes, The Answer.
But you do it so well. So who's your special guest?
Guests.
Guests.
Because she's talking now.
Yeah,
We
I
have
know.
David Hunt and Angela Hansen, the car owner.
Yes. And she...
And soon to be racer again.
is your name on the side of the car?
It actually is.
It's
I
on the
knew it would
papers
be.
too, right?
It is.
Well, it is. The pink slip anyway. Yeah, I get it. So, Durdu, did you call in? No, he didn't call in. He should have.
He's
All right, so
going
Durdude's
to.
over here hopping up and down. I guess you had a little episode with Kenny Schrader.
Call in.
No episode. I just got to meet him, got to race
Got
against
to race him. Like, that's cool.
But
It's
he's
cool to
just,
meet and race.
just as down to earth as you and I.
him. Oh, he was way cool. He was very generous with his time, very humble, and he beat the snot out of me in the heat race. But, come main event time, it was my time to shine, and, I beat him.
What kind of car? What car in your pure stock?
No, in the Sport Compact on Wednesday.
That's what Angela just said.
You mean
She
it was just
raced
this
him
Wednesday?
in my
Just this
car.
Wednesday.
Schrader was in town?
And racing.
Yes.
I'll be
They
darned.
were running at Winter Nationals.
Oh, that's
which
right,
is
Cocoa Pop.
modified.
Yeah,
Dead
very
burn.
cool.
Yeah, that's way cool. I like Kenny Schrader.
I thought Dirt Dude was calling in because he says,
No.
I don't know if you talked about his big crash and how he did against Schrader. I heard
Well-
his backwards racing.
Backwards racing?
Can you help us out with this code?
That's a front wheel drive car.
You know what? I did have a big crash a couple of years ago in my Pier stock.
Did you get some airtime?
I did get some airtime several times.
So you got what, frequent flyer miles with this
Yeah.
one?
Yes, broken axle going into turn 3, and
This is at Barona.
this is at Verona. And I put the car upside down a couple times.
Yeah. Were
know-
you there, Angela?
I was just going to ask.
No, I was not.
So it's probably just as well.
It's
It probably
better.
is.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't drive.
Oh, I've shown her the video.
You have a video.
Well, yeah, it's on YouTube.
Well, if you're going to do it right.
But that was
Now, what was your, just like Brittany said earlier, all the things she's had, head on, hitting the wall, getting airborne, looking at the moon, all these things. Any of it, did this affect you any way, shape, or form?
not really, just hurt my shoulder a little bit. I think the worst crash I ever had was at Cajon in my limited stock. I hit the wall, and like Brittany, I had grip in that steering wheel and bent my thumb backwards, and that was sore for a couple weeks.
Are you learning from us, Angela?
Yeah, I'm learning. I might not want to get back in my
Nope,
car.
that's not the lesson. That is not the lesson. The lesson is if you can't pull it off, let go and hold on to your straps.
Well, do just like they do in NASCAR. You ever see them go in the wall now? They take their hand
Yep,
off and they
do that.
They grab the belts. They
Yes.
just grab and just, because you're so in the car. Are you in the car as much in a pure stock as you were in the compact? Do you have a side seat, or is it?
The Sport Compact has a full racing seat.
So okay, so you do. So you've got the side rails that keep you in the seat, not like the seat that come with the car.
Yeah, no, it's full on racing seat
Yeah.
with the 5-point harness.
And a fuel cell, of course.
No fuel cell. It's not required.
Oh, wow.
Really? So you get to use
More
the old fuel
fireworks.
tank in the back?
Fortunately, it's in front of the axle. If it's behind, if they have the fuel tank is behind the axle, you have to run a fuel cell.
Oh, I
okay.
got you. But if it's in front of the axle, then you're pretty much safe to go.
Yep, just put a plate underneath the tank and you're good to go.
I'll be darned.
The most painful thing so far with my crashes is just the price tag. When they start handing you parts through the window, it's like,
That hurts.
yeah, it hurts.
They were
So you
hand-
got back up on the horse on that one?
Oh yeah, we had the car fixed and ran 2 weeks later, and I went out and won my heat race.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah, we have another fan. You might know him, Nick Novak.
I know Nick Novak.
You know,
Yes.
Nicky. I knew Nick when he was drag racing.
What'd you call him? You gave him
The hay hauler.
a hay hauler. Okay.
He raced a white Chevy pickup. You probably seen it as like a 74, 75 Chevy pickup. But he won every time he was at the and I was the announcer, so I'm always giving names to all kinds of people. So I used to call him the hay hauler. In fact, I think he had a bale of hay in the back of the
That would
truck
be
one
awesome.
time. But now he's running pure stock, isn't he?
He's running. Well, Nick Novak and I have some history, but I think we buried the hatchet on it, and we've moved on since then.
Good for you.
I go out to race to have fun.
Yeah.
And, stuff happens on the
Oh,
racetrack.
I know.
And you know what? He seems like a really nice guy.
He is.
And hopefully someday I get to know him.
Till you put a helmet on him. Then that thing pushes on his head. And
There are some racers like
well,
that.
he's pretty competitive. He's a pretty competitive young man. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But yeah, so.
I've learned to watch video when I think something has happened just to get a second perspective, and talk to the crew because you can't really see much once you're strapped in. And so I'm thinking something happened and, they're like, no, really, it didn't happen like that.
So-
Before tempers get to
So what color is your
another
car?
lesson, Angela.
My car is...
Angela's car.
my car's white. Angela's car is flat black.
Okay. Stock car is white, 92,
The pure stock is white.
Okay.
and that's the 92.
That's a 92.
Okay, and the sport compact is.
My sports compact is flat black and it's 92 as well.
Oh, okay. So you just stick with the numbers. Okay,
92.
that's cool. Nothing wrong with that.
Makes it easy for our graphics guy.
Yeah, flat black. Not too tough.
92.
So, K-Rail Kelly?
Yes.
Okay, so this is good. This is the story I always tell on K-Rail because he comes out to KUSI to promote Verona. And it's just a yellow car. There's nothing on it. There's number. So I was giving him a hard time on air that he doesn't have any sponsors. It's not going to be any sponsors, man. You need to get some sponsors. Well, I'm trying. Yeah. A real estate lady called in to KUSI and was upset that I was giving him such a hard time. And she sponsored him for the whole season.
Oh, wow.
Well, do you have a phone call like that for me coming in? Or
Yeah,
You're
for
more
me
than
too,
welcome.
with the go-kart career that I'm going to start.
I'm telling you,
the boat racing I'm going to start.
I can't do. Well, I'm putting you in a Corey Kruseman sprint car too. You think I've forgotten, haven't you?
No.
So, but my whole thing with KUSI, I get new cars to drive, as you can see by the Mustang out there. And the rest of it is one day a week, usually a new car. Then the rest of it's car shows. Well, we're not doing car shows because of COVID. So I'm looking for anybody that will bring a race car, bring their classic car, whatever, just to fill airtime. So you're absolutely more than welcome to send me an email. Let me see if I have a card. I might even have a card. Send me an email or else Brittany can hook you up. And we'll set up a date in February. And the cool thing about it is it's good for your sponsors. I don't have a card. But it's good for your sponsors to let them know you're putting them on TV because how many racers get to put their sponsors on TV?
Maybe Verona will have told us a date, like a first date race then,
You
too. And you
think?
can
that would be
Bring
nice.
that
That
up.
would be good to
help promote Verona.
Yeah, but I don't know if you watch KUSI, but I bring a lot of kids on, from Verona. Oh my God, growing up garage. Mm-hmm. What was his name? Caden
Johnson.
Him and his sister. I think his sister's name's like Caden. Or,
It's very close.
yeah, I know. I screwed it up on TV because I called him and her. But yeah, so no, you're more than welcome to. You can bring both cars down if you'd like, or just bring one. Doesn't make any difference to me. Bring one time and one another time.
We'd love to bring cars to KUSI.
You
Well,
said
it's
you've
good.
been there, right? What did you
Yeah,
bring?
he's been there in the past.
What did you bring?
I brought my pure stock there a couple years ago.
And KUSI is such a local station, and the viewership is off the charts. And like I said, if K-Rail can get advertising, who knows?
We're always looking for advertising, running two cars. Her car's cheap. My car costs a little bit more.
Yeah.
Especially these out-of-town races I've been doing lately. They've really taken a toll on the bank account.
Do you have an?
And the rig, the tow rig, and and time, and
Do you have an open trailer?
Yes, I
See,
do.
then so do I. So
I like
the
open.
advertisers.
I like open trailers.
Absolutely.
Advertisement is seen all around. When I did nationals, it was seen all
I talked her
around.
into hooking up with an RV company that rents RVs. Was it 1-800-RV?
No.
That saves money.
Cruise America is my
Cruise
sponsor.
Nice. That would be all right.
It was
See?
amazing. I would
Really
show
ni-
up. It was
brand
ready
new
to go.
RVs, brand
Chuck
new.
down in Lemon Grove. He's amazing. Always a good attitude.
Yeah, brand new RV,
They
clean
always
as a
have
whistle.
some sort of promotion going on too. 25% off miles. Buy a day, get a day free.
Yeah, and I
clean.
told her, I said, go get an RV sponsorship that you can live in your RV while you're racing. Because, I mean, you end up in the back of your trailer or in your truck.
Yeah, well, we've been going over to Havasu 95 doing some asphalt racing. Mm-hmm. That's a 5-hour drive. And we do that. We've gone over there Saturday morning, come home Saturday night, and threw in a race in between.
Yeah, that's a 10-hour drive and a race in between. The other one you got to get is a food sponsor.
Oh, we love food.
Hey, I always tell everybody, remember Antonelli's?
Oh, love it.
But they're sponsoring somebody. Who are they sponsoring?
New Kelsey was in here. I think she said that
I
they
think they got
sponsor, and she
Antonelli's.
goes and gets peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, and you're the yeah. What's up with that? And
She likes it.
And you're the bacon queen.
Yeah, I want a bacon sponsor.
Yeah, so we're looking at him. Hey, right there.
Yes.
Newskies.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna have to take a break, folks, because the gun guys are in the other room.
They're in the green room.
Locked and loaded with special guest Judy Wells, who was on Responsibly Armed Radio this morning in the first hour. So she's been here all day long. So it'll be fun chatting with her. Brittany, as always, thank you very, very much. And your birthday's next week?
Next Sunday, I'll just be turning a year older.
29.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm very impressed.
29 and holding.
All right. Angela, thank you very
Yeah.
much for coming in.
Thank you.
That was an absolute blast.
That was a great story.
I knew you didn't really want to talk, but
getting into racing.
it was a good story. David, thank you very much. You're always welcome to come back.
Thank you for having me, and everyone show up at Verona Speedway on opening day.
As soon as we figure out what that
Yeah.
is. All right, we're going to take a break. Gun Owners Radio up next on FM 96.1 AM 1170.
The answer.